Welcome to Correspondence 101. We are your Correspondence Desk Officers, here to take you through the basics of the correspondence process. Let's begin with talking about some of the most frequent questions we get when it comes to correspondence.
Questions like, who are the desk officers and what do they do?
We are your desk officers. I'm Toya Smith and this is my colleague Renetta Randall. Our primary job is the daily processing of correspondence.
That processing takes place in many forms. We do things like reviewing and assigning new SWIFT controls to the appropriate groups for response, reviewing and editing draft responses prepared by the groups.
We forward comments and edits received through the clearance process for inclusion in rewritten responses. We return misrouted correspondence to OSORA for reassignment to the appropriate component. We also create new CMCS-generated SWIFT controls for SMD and SHO letters, SPA disapprovals and 1115 waiver packages, and correspondence received in CMCS requiring a response.
That's not all. We also forward drafted responses for clearance, send responses to OCD for their review and sign-off, and update the CMCS Open Correspondence Report on a daily basis.
In short, we stay busy.
Toya, a question I often get is, what is SWIFT, and do I need to use it?
I hear that one a lot too. SWIFT is the electronic system used by the agency to serve as a record of all correspondence controls, both incoming letters and the responses drafted by staff. Each group in CMCS has designated staff with SWIFT access. They're able to load responses, send those responses to OSG for processing, and receive communications through the system. If you do not have SWIFT access, special assistants and administrative personnel usually do, and they'll be able to help. So here's another good question. What is a merge file and when is it necessary?
A merge file is required when there are 5 or more signers on the incoming letter. When using a merge file, only one response is drafted. The addresses of co-signers are entered into an address file, and once the final response has gone through clearance, several copies can be generated, each with the address of a particular co-signer. Mail merge documents include form letter, data file, and merge letters.
As a lover of words, I enjoy talking about this question. Should I use long sentences when drafting a response? Some long sentences are fine, but generally many of them should be broken into smaller pieces. If long sentences are needed for the issue at hand, for example, when citing statutes or regulations, liven things up with some short, snappy sentences for emphasis.
Since we're talking about writing the letters, here's a good tip about when to use an ampersand. Always include "and" in spelling out CMCS, except when using the Office of Communications issued logo. Also, use an ampersand when spelling out the agency's name.
That is a good tip, Renetta. Well, thank you for watching our training today. We hope the information offered was clear and helpful. Remember that Renetta and I are always available to you. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.